Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Bianca. I'm a chef. I'm a private chef. I'm a chef on TV. But what you need to know is I am the chef that is going to teach you how to make a delicious, no-bake, sweet treat that will keep you safe from the quarantine 15. Because look, if we're gonna be eating our feelings, we might as well eat something that's a little bit good for us. So like I said, this is completely no-bake. So what you're gonna need for this recipe is an ice cube tray, your choice, dealer's choice, whatever ice cube trays you have. If you have fun little designs, even better. You'll need a spoon, a spatula, and then for ingredients, you're gonna want peanut butter or almond butter or any nut butter, but make sure that you get the chunky version because it will give these bites like a little bit of texture. You want toasted coconut. Toasted coconut is great because, again, it adds texture to this, but it also adds a heap of flavor. And again, if you don't like coconut, you can sub it out. You can add pumpkin seeds. You can add dried fruit. This is completely custom to what you like, but the base is the nut butter. And then we have some raw cacao powder. You can use cocoa powder if that's what you have. And then I've also added cinnamon to that as well. And then I just have some diced up dark chocolate. If you don't like dark chocolate, use milk chocolate. If you have one of those chocolates with all like the fun fruit and nut in it, you can use that as well. Again, if you're gonna be swapping things out, just chocolate bar for chocolate bar. If you're gonna be swapping out coconut for something else, be like coconut for pistachios or coconut for cashews. You see where I'm going with this. And then we have just some vanilla and some honey in there. And that's all we need in addition to some melted coconut oil. So coconut oil is solid at room temperature, and that's what's gonna bring this all together because all you need to make this are these ingredients and time in your refrigerator or freezer. So let's get going. So you just wanna add everything to a bowl because you're gonna be mixing it up. Whatever order you wanna add it in, it's completely up to you. This is easy. Times are stressful enough as it is. Why stress yourself out with a recipe? So add everything to the bowl. Ooh, don't spill. I mean, spill if you want, but you're just creating a problem for yourself. And then just the warmed coconut oil. The reason you want it warm, obviously, is because it's easier to work with, but it's also going to help to melt our chocolate pieces a little bit too. Because what's gonna happen when we put this in the fridge or the freezer or the refrigerator, pardon me, is that the coconut oil is gonna solidify. The chocolate bar is going to re-solidify and it's going to be perfect. So you just wanna make sure that everything is really well combined. Just pat it down with your spatula or whatever you do to make sure that things are really well combined. And then the mixture will look like that. So don't be afraid if it looks super liquidy. It's supposed to look liquidy because all of these things are not set yet. So then into your ice cube tray. And like I said, this recipe couldn't be easier because we're almost done. So with a spoon and your ice cube trays, you just want to fill them up. And you can fill them all the way up. These are not gonna rise in any way because they're not like, what do you call it? They're not like leavened. There's no baking soda. This isn't baking. This is more just assembly. So just gonna add those in there. And I'll show you a trick because if you're like me, this is going to be a messy proposition. Just a little quick way to like not have to worry about so much mess. So fill all of these up, just like that. And then you can just pour off or like sweep off any excess, just like that. And like with an ice cube tray, you can just sort of like pull anything over and it'll just fill all of the cups as needed. And then, I mean, if you want to be courteous, wipe it off before you put it in your freezer, especially if you live with other people. But I'm going to show you what the finished version looks like. So the mold you choose will be dictated by you, but then they'll just firm up just like that. And there you have it. One of literally the easiest recipes that you will probably make during this COVID quarantine are these chocolate, coconut, vanilla, I mean, they're just delicious, really, is all you need to know. And all you need to know is that you should bake them today. So to store these, just quickly before I let you go off and make these wonderful bites, is store them in the refrigerator. You can pop them out of the ice cube tray and just keep them in a Ziploc bag if you're running out of freezer or refrigerator space. And then you can just snack on them as you wish. So from my kitchen to yours, bon appetit.